Welcome back to GH Always channel. Today we will learn about the explosive situation unfolding in Port Charles, where one woman's desperate actions have set off a chain of events that could reshape the landscape of General Hospital forever. The unraveling of Kristina Davis. In the sun-drenched streets of Port Charles, a storm is brewing. At its epicenter stands Kristina Davis, a woman whose life has become a tempest of emotions, poor decisions, and potentially deadly consequences. Let's dive deep into the tumultuous waters of this gripping storyline. A surrogate's obsession. Kristina's journey into chaos began with what seemed like a noble intention to be a surrogate for her sister, Molly Lansing Davis. However, what started as an act of love quickly morphed into a dangerous obsession. As the pregnancy progressed, Kristina's mind began to weave an intricate web of delusions, convincing herself that she would be a superior mother to the child growing within her. This self-deception didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process, much like watching a beautiful tapestry slowly unravel, thread by thread, until all that remained was a tangled mess of what once was. Kristina's decision to keep the baby for herself wasn't just a betrayal of her sister's trust, it was a stark indicator of her deteriorating mental state. The anatomy of self-gaslighting. Kristina's behavior bears a striking resemblance to a psychological phenomenon known as self-gaslighting. This insidious form of self-deception is not unlike a snake eating its own tail, a continuous cycle of lies and belief that ultimately consumes the individual. We've seen this pattern before in Kristina's life, most notably in her false accusations against Ava Jerome. Despite her own memories clearly showing that her fall was accidental, Kristina clung to the narrative that Ava had pushed her, causing the loss of her baby. This wasn't just a lie told to others. It was a lie Kristina told herself over and over, until the lines between truth and fiction blurred beyond recognition. The domino effect of delusion. A misguided vendetta. Kristina's fixation on punishing Ava for a crime she didn't commit became the catalyst for a series of events that would shake Port Charles to its core. Her decision to sabotage Ava's car by cutting the brake lines was not just an act of vengeance, it was a cry for help from a mind lost in its own labyrinth of lies. The tragic twist of fate. In a cruel twist of irony, Kristina's attempt at revenge backfired spectacularly. Instead of Ava, it was Rick Lansing who fell victim to her sabotage, with Elizabeth Baldwin as collateral damage. The moment Kristina realized her mistake, repeating it was supposed to be Ava like a broken record, we saw a glimpse of the fragile psyche behind her actions. The aftermath, a web of lies and consequences. Lucky Spencer's dilemma. Enter Lucky Spencer, unwittingly drawn into Kristina's web of deceit. His initial advice to Kristina, to create a false alibi, highlights the complex moral landscape of Port Charles. Lucky's breakdown upon seeing Elizabeth injured serves as a poignant reminder of the far-reaching consequences of Kristina's actions. The medical drama unfolds. As Elizabeth faces surgery for a broken leg, Rick Lansing's life hangs in the balance. Dr. Isaiah Gannon's efforts to stabilize Rick for emergency surgery add a ticking clock element to the unfolding drama. The contrast between Elizabeth's relatively minor injuries and Rick's critical condition underscores the unpredictable nature of Kristina's actions. The inevitable fall, Kristina's day of reckoning. The walls close in. Kristina's attempts to evade justice seem futile in the face of modern technology and forensic science. From security cameras to fingerprints on wire cutters, the evidence is mounting. Even her internet search history could become a damning piece of evidence, painting a picture of premeditation. The Sunny factor. Sunny Corinthos, Kristina's father and Port Charles's resident mobster, adds another layer of complexity to the situation. His alibi in Canada during the incident might initially deflect suspicion, but it also removes a potential protector from Kristina's corner. The ripple effect, Port Charles in turmoil. As the truth inevitably comes to light, the repercussions will be felt across Port Charles. Ava's realization that she was the intended target, Rick's potential quest for justice if he survives, and the community's reaction to Kristina's actions will create a perfect storm of drama and conflict. In conclusion, Kristina Corinthos Davis' descent into delusion and criminality serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of self-deception and unchecked obsession. As Port Charles braces for the fallout, one question remains. Will Kristina face her day of reckoning in Pentonville, or will she find herself in the confines of a mental health facility like Ferncliff or Shadybrook? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the landscape of General Hospital will never be the same. Stay tuned to GH Always channel for more in-depth analysis and updates on this gripping saga. Until next time, remember, in Port Charles, the truth always comes out, no matter how deeply it's buried.